there's a fair amount of money in musical theater for development, and production is a harder thing, I think, to come by. So for us, we've really only been through, and we were really lucky, but like development experiences. So basically the way it works is, you write a show, you finish it, hopefully. They have these out-of-town festivals. So the O'Neill, Yale, Williamstown, Sundance Theater Lab, they basically put you up for a couple weeks with a cast and a director and everything that you need to see the show on its feet. And all of these theaters are around these communities that have people who love seeing new work, and they come and they see new work, and they get really excited about like meeting, like seeing a piece, meeting the people, and like giving feedback and asking questions. They're sort of the best audiences that you could ever ask for, because they're people who would come to see a reading, or would come to see a workshop with no sets or costumes or anything like that.
And they're active audience, like they're active listeners.
Yeah.
They're not like, amuse me.
Yeah. It's pretty...
They want to be engaged with it, and they come wanting to be engaged.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
And they love, I think, it's the sort of person who also loves being able to have seen it and then like come and see the next version of it and go, oh, you changed that. Like, why did you change that? That's terrible. Like, bad decision. Those places do give you exposure to producers. It's a very safe environment, though. It's not like floods and hordes of producers are coming and like judging your work. I think the next step past those are opportunities in the city for really telling an audience, we're ready to have it produced. Here, this is not for us to see it up on its feet and make a bunch of changes. There's one that's really amazing called the National Alliance of Musical Theater. And they have a New Works festival every year, and we just did that, where they have all these member theaters from across the country, and they put your 45 minutes of your show up at New World stages for 2 separate times, and just, it's not a development process. No one's giving you notes or anything like that. It's just like, get it up, in as slick a form as you can, and they're very good about supporting you in that. That's really, I think, the path for a new musical is, and that's sort of actually the nonprofit angle. Then there's the sort of commercial angle, where a producer could come in basically at any time and sort of shepherd a project through funding readings and then eventually doing a backer's audition or workshop. So it's sort of a similar thing, except you tend to have one person guiding it rather than different organizations that sort of step in at different times.